All right, I'm going to do something different. Haven't done this in a while.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 171 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And Nate's muted.
Hey guys, I'm Nate.
And I'm Scott.
Wow.
And there's a fucking mosquito flying around here. I swear to God, if you guys see me start to clap, you know what's going on.
Whoops.
Clap, 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 clap.
Whap.
Twerk.
Clap them cheeks. All right. Jesus.
Solid start, guys. Solid start.
Mute, we're killing bugs.
Only done this 171 times.
Well, all right. So I've got good news, right? Scott has bugs in his house. Well, we've got raid, but it's a together raid.
Yay.
Whoa, look at that.
That was pretty great.
That was
There
awesome.
you go. Larry with his segue game strong.
So shout out to Geek Together. Thank you guys for sending people our way on Twitch. If you didn't know, Geek Together records their podcast live on Twitch an hour before us at 7 p.m. Pacific. So shout out to them. Thank you guys for sending people our way. They were talking about NFTs. I caught part of it. I want to go back and listen to the replay because it sounds very interesting. I am interested in NFTs.
Larry, you're talking my game now. So I'm in the crypto game. I'm also dipping my toe in the non-fungible token game.
Are you? Yeah, I tried to get us, or I am actively trying to get us signed up so we can have STS Guys NFTs. Stand by. It may or may not happen.
Nice.
I'm talking to somebody. She was supposed to get back to me, but she hasn't got us officially signed up yet. So I'm trying. But in the meantime, shout out to the chat. We've got Ed, who's here just because he's here, not because of the raid. So shout out to Ed, but wasted Gary.
What's going on, Ed?
Gary.
More Ed. Jessica's here. Baby Light 83. Clint. What's up, Clint? Mountain Bay. Christina. More Clint. More Meg. P King 1123. Steph. More Clint. And Baby Light and Mountain Meg. And there is Geek Together too. We're from the official Geek Together account. So thank you again, guys, for sending people our way. Make sure you check out that NFT episode. It seemed like it was full of good, knowledgeable information if you have questions on NFTs. So,
Doesn't want to know about NFTs.
I know. Who does it? It's interesting, right? NFTs and crypto and baseball cards and all this other crap that's blowing up and getting super hot this past 12 months. So,
Marvel cards.
Yeah, right. All these random things. It's
Why not?
NFTs right now, man.
Why not, man?
Dogecoin,
Jeremy's the crypto kingpin.
game stonks. Like, it's I like the NFT one because there's the collectible aspect to it.
To the moon. To the moon.
Okay.
So my internet is just potato today. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, so you're gonna get fuzzy.
Square?
For anybody that's watching, apologize to the viewers.
Yes. Here, Jeremy.
I should go make sure my TV's off or something.
Just because you mentioned it, I have to.
Bingo!
Yes. Oh, you should. If you didn't know, we have a bingo card. You can play STS Guys Bingo while you listen to the podcast. Our friend Andrew from the Toy Rewind podcast made it. You can find it if you go to podcastbingo.com/STS Guys, and you can play along. There's all sorts of fun squares. I guess you would have just got one. I could talk about Zack Ryder. That's one that we never talk about anymore. Sports.
They exist. Like, does that
thing
count?
people like, yeah.
Yes.
With the balls and the sports. Shout out to Mindy. She's in the chat too. Funko Lover 30. But Mindy, would you say it's been a week?
It's been a week.
Normally I wait for Nate to actually say it before I hit the button, but right at that time he just stood up and walked away. So I was like, what do I do? I guess it's with Larry.
This is the first time in like a long time we've been 5 minutes in and we haven't said those words. So.
I know. But it has been a week.
It has been a week.
It's been a week, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nate's joining in. Hooray!
Sorry, I was trying to fix my internet situation here.
It's weird. It's always good, but anyway, that's okay. I don't know. Anything going on, guys?
I got a new
you got?
figure.
Oh,
What?
bingo square.
Another bingo square.
Was it? Well, first off, because the square.
It's not a
isn't-
Well,
Nate
okay,
buys
so
a
maybe
Mezco
yes.
is the square, I believe.
I think
Mezco
so.
did have a pretty big release this week to honor the Snyder cut of Justice League coming out. They dropped like something I just totally didn't expect this to happen, because they had done Batman versus Superman figures. They've done a couple of Justice League figures like back in the day, a couple of years ago. But they actually dropped the Zack Snyder's deluxe box set, which is like a 3-set of Superman, Flash, which the Flash figure is something they showed probably like 3 years ago, but never released it.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody's been like, are they ever going to release this Flash? What's the deal with this figure? Hopefully it comes out at some point. But they finally decided to release it. So it's pretty cool. And then it comes with a black suit Superman. I was going to share here, but I don't know.
I think it was way slow.
Sees.
Like it just popped up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's also Nate the screen that just has all four of
Yeah,
us.
it's
Oh,
there.
there you
There we go.
Wait. There you go. Black
There
suit
you go.
man.
Yeah. there it is.
Hooray!
Oh, now I'm messing it up. Here we go.
Oh, it looks
Oops. Okay. And then Flash.
His feet are.
good.
Yeah.
It's a cool Flash. It looks like Ezra Miller.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like they showed that off a long time ago.
I
And
kind of remember
just never
you
released
talking
it.
about that. That I remember you saying that like it disappeared.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
So you get Flash, and then you get a updated Batman with a new suit and some new head sculpts. So it's pretty cool, like
Cool.
a Batfleck style. So yeah, it was unexpected to do a release of 3 like this. So that was pretty crazy. So they dropped that, and I've been storing all my points, because you collect all these points from Mezco, and sometimes with their exclusives, you can't use the points for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
So I've had this bank of them stored, so I decided to use them on that set.
Nice.
So I'm pretty
That's
stoked
awesome.
about that.
When we were talking last week, it might have been after we stopped going live, but right, you were thinking about getting the Hot Toys, like Superman
Oh,
and
yeah.
Batman, but which would have been way more expensive than these. So this is perfect. Mezco
I see this as
fulfilled that
an
need.
absolute win, right? Like,
That's true. Yeah,
And you got to use like Mezco points.
I know. I got like a lot off for the points. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So much Mezco.
So much Mezco. I'm deep into Mezco, man. It's like an addiction now.
Well, and then you don't have to get deep into Hot Toys like Jeremy. So
Yeah, it's true. I can't afford to go deep into Hot
Yeah.
Toys and Mezco.
yeah, Jeremy,
That's what she
did you
said.
buy anything this week?
I did buy another hot toy. So I was telling the guys right before the stream, I ended up buying the Endgame Captain America hot toy. So let me see if this actually works, so if I can share my screen. Give me 1 second. I have one giant monitor, so it's weird sharing my screen. Share screen. Application. So yeah, so here's the Captain America that I got. That's on the way. So looks exactly like Chris Evans.
Yeah,
looks
that's pretty
Really
cool.
awesome.
looks
Yeah.
freaking awesome. And then like I said, it comes with Mjolnir. I said the broken shield. I said the unmasked head. Like I said, it comes with like a helmet that you can get. I said the different jaws. So that you can actually pose in. I was actually doing these. Doing these poses. I said right before the podcast. I'm like, it comes with the jaw.
Yeah.
eh.
That's my favorite.
The weird facial expressions, and Nate, these come with your Mezcos too. Every once in a while, you see some of them that come in with these facial expressions. Like, I know what emotion they're trying to convey, but just the picture of that face does not convey that actual emotion. That's a man that's not like in the middle of a fight. That's the exact face I make when I stub my toe.
Yeah. Sometimes the teeth look weird. You're just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's he dropped Mjolnir on his feet. Like, that's what that was.
It's like, oh,
The thing with Hot Toys, they may be expensive, but man, they are just like top quality. Like you're getting a premium figure.
Yeah, it's crazy. And honestly, right? Like, so this, like, I wasn't even like I said in the mood to buy this. So, but I said, me, Larry, and Scott, we went to lunch. I said the other day, and so I was watching the crypto market literally transform, basically, you know, a crypto gain. I said overnight. I said into a Captain America. So, yeah, Captain America.
And who wouldn't
exactly
do that?
Exactly. My computers can be plugged in. I said, making me crypto and buying me Captain Americas. Guess what? It's going to do that.
It's a pretty sweet trade, man.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Can you make me one just to buy me mezcos? Please.
Hey, like I said, I will be more than happy to show you how.
Nice.
It's like I said, it's an addicting thing, right? Just because, like I said, when you have basically a whole stream of passive income just to buy stupid stuff, hey, it makes it easy. It makes it easier to buy stupid stuff. Then
we're all good at buying stupid stuff.
We're all really good about buying stupid stuff.
That's why we're friends.
Yep. Because here's the problem is because we're friends because we also encourage each other. Because if I was like, hey, I'm going to buy this really stupid thing, you guys would be like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Go ahead, buy that. You totally should.
Totally do that.
Whereas most normal people would be like, oh, you sure you want to spend money on that? You guys are like, nah, do it, dude. That sounds awesome.
Go for it.
Like, get me one too.
Spend the money, Scott. Just do it.
Exactly. I don't have an item in mind yet, but I know that one day one will show up, and that will be the exact conversation we have.
You're waiting for Sideshow to stop making hot toys and start making hot tubs.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're in.
Yeah.
That's my bad inside joke.
Yeah. No, I'm going to explain it because I
Okay.
was reading a news article where Jeremy was telling us that he's like, I got a new hot toy. And for everyone who doesn't know, during the winter storm, Jeremy's hot tub broke. So in my mind, while I'm reading a random news article, he said he bought a new thing. I thought he said hot tub, not hot toy. And so me being too quick to jump to conversation was like, oh, did you get the janky one or the legit one? And Jeremy's like, it's a hot toy. They're all legit. And I was like, I'm retarded. I thought you said hot tub.
You can get bootleg hot toys, to be fair. You know, you can have a janky one.
They do have janky. I mean, we've seen a couple of janky toys
Yeah,
at conventions. So
that's true.
yeah. There are a few, like I said, eBay specials out there that are, straight from the overseas, factories that'll look like a little potato, but
Yeah.
You have Captain America that comes out looking way too much like Thanos.
No, you have
and you're like, wait, that's weird.
now you have a Captain America that ends up looking like the new Captain America, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
That's a segue, but we didn't finish it. It's been a week yet.
It's been a week.
So I'm going to kill the segue.
That's a sneak preview.
So Peking1123 says, what's the current status of the hot tub? Hot tub is probably at the dump now, if I'm mistaken, Jeremy, because I was over at your house the day you were waiting, and I thought I saw that in the pile of stuff you had him pick up.
I said it is at the dump.
It is probably at the dump right now.
Yeah.
Did it didn't survive the storm?
No. So what ended up happening was I said the pipes had frozen by the time I got the ability to drain it. So it basically expanded the pipes and blew out the pump.
Yeah.
Oops.
So no more hot tub.
Well, no more hot tub. So we are now a hot tubless
podcast.
So
What'd you buy, Larry?
I'm not in a hurry to buy a hot tub because I bought a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nice.
I bought a Funko Pop. That's a rare occurrence nowadays.
I haven't seen one in a while.
I got besides the Simpsons ones, I really haven't bought a whole lot. So
He's been doing the elites lately.
Yeah, right, which is weird. But I mean it's phases. But I bought a pop. Not only did I buy a pop, it's the 7-Eleven exclusive, but I didn't get mine at 7-Eleven. Mine came all the way from Australia, and it finally showed up today. So I didn't. 7-Eleven's hit or miss on the exclusives, and when they announced this one, I was kind of assuming that it was going to be more of a miss than a hit. But it seems like there's quite a few Stone Colds out there. If you got a 7-Eleven nearby, which I know a lot of people don't, but that's all right. I got this one from all the way from Australia, mate. And
I was gonna
it's pretty cool. He's got a 316 t-shirt on, holding 2 belts. It's pretty cool.
I like
How does
it.
that work? How do you get a pop that should be readily available at 7-Eleven all the way from Australia? How did you even find that?
Yeah.
Like, was that on
Pop
eBay or
culture.
something?
No, it isn't actually, because pop culture doesn't ship to the US easily anymore.
Oh,
So I got it from Ozzie Collectibles, Ozzie. They had them in stock for a very long time, so they must have got a ton of them. And they shipped to the US. It was I bought 2 of them. It was like $20 shipped each. It really wasn't that bad.
So I know about like very little in terms of franchises in Australia, right? That are also in the US. Are there 7-Elevens there, or were they able to just get the 7-Eleven exclusive?
So Funko does this thing, right? Like the exclusives that are like store exclusive here that they don't have overseas, they just kind of go to certain retailers. So like Jeremy mentioned, like Pop Culture is one that has forever just kind of gotten everything, right? They get the Hot Topic exclusives, they get GameStop exclusives, they'll get all that stuff that for stores that they don't have in that country. So it's really just these kind of specialty stores. They just end up with all the exclusives. And I don't know, there's like a whole lot of like drama a while back because Pop Culture would get like the Hot Topic exclusives and people would have trouble finding them at Hot Topic. And then Hot Topic got wind of it and they got mad that this Australia company was selling their exclusive to US customers. And then like they just weren't allowed to do it. And that was several years ago. Like it was this awesome thing for a while where you could get some really cool stuff from Australia. And then it's really Hot Topic.
I have to say, Hot Topic gets mad that adults don't want to go into their store to buy shit. Like,
yeah.
You're surprised by this?
Now we know why.
Now I know why. All right, so Larry, I need you to hold the pop back up one more time.
Yes, sir.
Because Ed just dropped some knowledge. I'm going to bring it up here because I need to read this because I thought this is actually a really good fact. Ed, awesome. So anybody that knows anything about this time period when Stone Cold had the 2 belts knows that is the wrong 316 shirt. So apparently it's the wrong shirt. So
I don't know.
Like
I didn't think about it that much.
That is some great like detail attention, and like I am very impressed with the fact that you're like immediately able to pick out like that's wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I didn't really think about it that much. So interesting. Thank you for the fun fact. I'll have to look it up.
And now you have a story that you can tell about said pop. Did you know?
Did you know? Butt Wasted told me.
Yeah.
This is the wrong shirt.
Well, real quick. Speaking of shirts, I have to give a shout out to Ed with his awesome. It was Agatha all along in the style of Metallica shirt that he posted on Facebook.
That was pretty cool.
That was a legit looking shirt, Ed.
Was it Kill 'Em All? It was like the Kill 'Em All. Right?
Kill 'Em All. It was the Kill 'Em All album cover, but with Agatha, it was Agatha all along.
I saw that, and that was super cool too. It was a good shirt.
By the way, before we move on to the next topic, Larry, I see I'm rocking it. I see you're rocking it.
Bucky's, baby.
We're going to do the drop of Bucky's today here.
Nice.
So,
this is the Bucky shirt I got when the 3 of us went to Bucky's.
Yeah. So, which I'm going to have to I'll claim because I didn't see Andrew in the chat, so he'll probably be listening later. A mention of Bucky's needs to probably be a bingo square.
Yeah, I really want some more of that Bucky's.
Oh, you want the beaver nugs, right?
The beaver nuggets. Yes. I need more, please. I will pay substantially for them.
Well, that sounds appropriate because I need to send you stuff anyhow because I made new stickers.
Nice. Those look awesome.
Lamborghini logo.
I was going to say, it reminds me of like a car or something.
Yeah. I did the Lamborghini shield and turned it into a black and white STS Guys sticker. Established 2017 because we're old podcasting men now.
Yes.
Getting dangerously close to 4 years.
So here's we'll see. How many do you have, Larry? Do you have some that we can give out?
Stickers?
Yeah,
sure.
All right.
I have a stack.
You have a stack of them. All right, cool. So I say we'll have to do something to give them out. Maybe if we can
we could just do random questions. We could just do random questions.
I'm just saying we grab people who've commented in the chat so far, and most of them.
Okay.
So send them all a sticker.
I completely support that. So if you'd like This goes for audio listeners too, for not just for people actively in the chat. Up to like, I don't know, 30.
First, like 30 or so.
We won't get to 30. If you'd like this STS Guys Shield logo sticker, send me your address. Send us a DM on Twitter or Instagram, whichever one you prefer, and I will get you a sticker. I think that is a great idea, Scott.
Real quick, I want to say shout out to Ed. He's sending me some more stickers to replace, like I said, the loss that I had on my fridge. So I actually went up to the Hobby of Lobbies. Oh no, sorry.
The Hobby of Lobbies.
You had Hobby Lobbies for a fridge?
Oh no. I'm looking for something to put my stickers on. So I have a blank space on the wall. I said that there were my pins, and so I found something that's going to be a pin board and a sticker board, kind of like half and half. So
yeah, I need to find something for the stickers too, Jeremy. So once you get that up, I'll have to because all the ones I have on there are magnets for the same reason. Like if it dies, I can just pop them off and pop the magnets on the new one.
I would say just like I really like the one that I got, but mine's a little too small and a little bit too narrow.
That's what she said.
It works, yeah. But I didn't want to put stickers on top of each other. Yeah, I'm still talking. I'm ignoring your comment, Scott. So I would say go a little bit bigger than you think. Bigger is better.
It always is.
That was too clever.
All right. Well, speaking of bigger and better,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Speaking of bigger and better,
hey,
we have new TV shows that we got to talk about.
There it is.
Boom. So we're 2 episodes at this point in to Falcon and Winter Soldier. I've been excited because we get to talk about Marvel again, but not just the weird WandaVision. Like we get like a legit like action piece Marvel movie, right, to talk about. So I am excited. What are you guys' thoughts? Like you can tell I'm actually excited about this series. So but I'm gonna get your guys' thoughts.
Potential spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen the show.
Yeah, here we're
going to talk about some things that happen and some characters that show up. But you know, it's only 2 episodes in, so how deep can we actually?
Well, it's 2 out of 6 in, but it's all the establishing stuff. So there's not a lot like I can drop to be like, oh, here's the thing that's the big spoiler. Like, there's not really a spoiler, but we'll put the spoiler tag on there just in case.
It's literally everything that's been in the trailer. Like literally, the first 2 episodes have been trailer shots.
Pretty much
trailer shots.
There's a few things. A few people popped up who you weren't expecting. Not too bad.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna. It's okay for a second. Come right back.
Okay.
This thing is just horrible.
Time out for date.
Time out.
I'll be back.
Time
a second.
All right.
But like I said, to your question, Scott, like I said, I think we were talking about this. Maybe it was offline. I said before we ended the episode last week, or after we ended the episode last week, was you can tell that this show has way more money in visual effects. Than WandaVision has.
Here, I'm gonna say this. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna make a claim that I believe that episode 1, where he's getting chased by the missiles and the whole like dogfight thing that he goes through with the helicopters and like that whole scene probably was the same budget just for that scene was probably the budget of WandaVision.
Yeah, it was
pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was night and day difference, like in regards to that. So you can tell that they wanted this to be the start of the MCU TV series. Like I think they you know what? Hey, let's start this off with a bang. Let's like it's gonna go amazing, and then they probably were going to taper down from there, since WandaVision was supposed to come out originally after Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? But yeah, you could tell that they have a ton of money that's invested into the show, because I said Falcon in the show is flying around like Falcon in the movies.
Yeah, it's not the weird, clearly on wires, like flying from WandaVision. It is legit like CG soaring in and out through canyons and shit. Like it's good special effects for like that's what I would expect out of the Marvel movies. Like what we got is what I would expect from the movie just in the thing. So it's almost like being 6 episodes just under an hour each, right? It's almost like they're like, this is going to be like a trilogy or at least like a 2-movie thing that they're just like, you know what, slam it together as a length and we'll have one full movie.
Yeah. The second thing, just because you just reminded me, just because of what you said, they actually cuss a lot like in this show.
Yeah, they do.
Like Sam is always saying, like shit and stuff like that. Like okay. Like,
and then the whole like, oh damn.
Yeah, like so I'm like, okay, that's a little departure from the Marvel and any old Disney Plus, but I'm like, okay, so we can I like the edgier Falcon.
Yeah. It's more relatable, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. When he razzes the kid with like a your mom joke at one point, like in season or episode 2, it legit made me laugh. So
there's one thing though I said in this show that I think that I hope they end up doing eventually. So if they do a second season, is I want a whole flashback back episode of Winter Soldier. Like I want a whole series just for Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like,
and going through each of his hits.
Like going through each of his hits.
Yeah.
Just because that one little flashback hit of that kid.
Like so I like seeing him in fights because like it was cool, here's this big spoiler. The bad guys are not one super, it's like a group of super soldiers, but you're not really sure how they made new super soldiers, right? And so even with his thing, he's able to pretty much hold his own against multiples of himself, Bucky. And so you start to think like, I want to see him get back into like, even if it's not like in the trance mode or whatever, like in his like original state with like the mask,
the assassin,
with the assassin gear when he was just wailing on people and like just insta killing basically everyone who came near him. Like I want to see him go back into that mode again. We got a little bit of that, but just I want non-brainwash, just like tap into that pure whatever it is and just start just mowing mofos down.
Yeah, it would like I said, it just gave me the appreciation of how how much I really loved like Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
One of my favorite MCU movies, right? Just because I said he's like the perfect assassin. Like I said, and just like I said, that entire flashback episode made me that entire flashback scene made me want a whole a whole series of literally just Bucky, like I said, Winter Soldier going back and just like offing people.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I would love a backstory or
it's a little dark.
Mini series.
It's a little dark though because he's the bad guy, so it means he's killing good guys.
Well, not necessarily, because it is Hydra, right? So it's them. So he could be going through like drug dealers or other things that.
Yeah, I guess
he's the thing that you call in, even if like the rival gang, like what if AIM? The reason why we don't have AIM. Really, in the MCU is because Hydra just sent Bucky and he killed all the AIM soldiers, whatever.
I'm okay with that then, because otherwise, like, I don't see Disney Plus doing that. But yeah, all right. If it's a bad guy fighting other bad guys, then it's probably okay.
Because he took on a couple of like mini suit. I mean, we know he did. We have the thing that he back in the day he had fought another. Super soldier, right? So we know that he's done that a couple of times. Like, show me that fight. Can I please go back to go back in time and see the fight of him where he supposedly loses to a super soldier back in the 70s? I think is what he said is when they met like mid 70s. Him and this other super soldier got into it. Yeah.
Yeah, we learned about that in Civil War, right? Kind of got to see a little bit of his past.
You see a little bit in Civil War, but I want to see the fight with the other super, like the first time he runs in and fights an actual super soldier.
What was that dude's name? Was it Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Yeah. Who is Isaiah? Because they didn't really say. Do you guys know?
Yeah. So this is actually literally Isaiah comes from a whole backstory. Because Steve Rogers actually wasn't the first person to actually get the super soldier serum back in the day. So they had basically the U.S. government had done, like I said, a whole bunch of experiments. So like I said, a lot of people ended up killed. So they actually
different variations of
it. So they actually experimented on like the black people and a whole bunch of other people. And so Isaiah Bradley was the very first successful test of, I said, the super soldier. So he actually, way back then, he actually fought alongside, I said, Captain America. I said, they actually didn't know each other, like each other existed.
Yeah.
However, though, I said, there's a whole comic arc. It's called Truth. I said, Red, White, and Black. I said, it was a Marvel, I said, kind of like mini series. I said, way back in the day, that I said, I'm going to have to bust out and sell now. But it was, like I said, it was a whole story of basically the very first iteration of what was Captain America, or what was going to be Captain America before Captain America was even thought, right?
Okay.
So good story. I said good backstory, but like I said, it messed. Like I said a lot of these, like I said, experiments. Like I said, it messed them up mentally, just because like I said they were, like I said, either experimented on, or they were, like I said, just like I said, thrown away and then thrown away, locked away. Locked away with no key.
Yeah.
That's why Isaiah Bradley, like I said, in the show was kind of all messed up, just because, like, hey, he had gone. They said successful test. I said he served his country, but then he was ended up being locked away to where, like I said, now they can start doing experiments on him just to see if they could actually replicate it. So
interesting. Yeah. So Ed's in the chat and said, right, comic wise, he went to prison for stealing a Captain America uniform. Oops.
Yep.
Right, which matches up. Like, they don't say why he was in prison in the show, but right, I guess you can assume it's something probably silly like that.
Either that, or they just literally like, cool, you got powers, you fought this thing, we can't let you out, right? Like, right. Sorry,
you're ours now.
You're ours now. Sorry, bud. Oh, Ed. Bingo. That's for you, bud.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. We went through the list. I actually sometimes play along, but I try not to guide the conversation. I needed Jeremy to mess up the intro, but he got it. He got it right. It was Nate that messed that one up, so I can't claim that.
Jeremy's been doing really good on the intro since we made that a bingo square.
So,
cool. Yeah, well, that was the big reveal, I guess, right? So far in these first two episodes, it's kind of first guy to show up.
Well,
wasn't expected.
The other one I didn't expect, though, was at the beginning, the very first message where they have we're talking about the cool fight. The bad guy that he's up against is Bartrock the Leaper.
Oh, I have no idea who that is.
So the guy that on the container ship that Cap fights, he's like a B-list supervillain for Cap.
He's like an MMA fighter, right?
Yeah, he's like he's a oh god, I can't remember. I think it's Sabat, like French.
Yeah, what is it? Saint Pierre, George Saint Pierre.
Yeah. Like that. So yeah,
who we've actually seen before. He was actually in Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he was in Winter Soldier. Right. He's the container ship at the beginning.
The container ship mission. I said the very beginning of Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy that kicks Cap and like makes him move a little bit back, and then Cap kicks him and like just like instantly wins the fight.
Yeah, he was like the final boss on that like
container ship,
right?
Yeah. So now it goes back to it. It's the good way to like pass the torch right now. Falcon, who should be the new Captain America, right? Takes out the same guy in a phenomenally awesome way. So that
Cap
was
still like totally kicked his ass in that movie too, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, hold on. So you just said that, right? Like you just said Falcon, who should be the Captain America, but he gave up the shield. So what? And then they gave it to some other white guy. What's up with that?
Yeah, like, and what's the time between events? Because that guy looked like he's been training with the shield. You know, the way he uses it.
Yeah, that part was kind of weird. You are right.
Like, how long was that in between him giving it up and that guy getting named Cap? Like, were they grooming him the whole time?
I think, like, for me too, like him giving it up, I thought they put it in like a museum.
Yeah,
right?
That's what Sam was thinking.
Yeah, that's what it looked like he was doing when he was giving it away. And then it's like, oh no, the military just took it back. Yeah, I don't know. Because that guy clearly, like, I don't care how many awesome, your 3 medals of honor or whatever. Like, I don't think anybody could pick up a shield that magically bounces back to its point of origin, right? You could pick that up and go, all right, I'm just going to throw this and hit that thing, and it explodes and comes back. Like
he was tossing it just like Cap.
Yeah.
Like the way he was able to spin it and bouncing it off stuff, just like, whoa, this guy's already like really experienced with the shield.
Yeah.
So US Agent, is that who that is going to be? Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Yeah. So the character that it comes out, in the comics was Captain America for a little bit, then becomes US Agent.
So tell me about US Agent. Is he like...
So he's what you would have if you tried to make an imitation of the pure values of Steve Rogers as Captain America, but also put in like... He embodies the actual American attitude, not the American perfect ideal. He's like crass, like military first, gung ho, like...
So mix the Punisher with Captain America.
Right.
Okay.
Ruling class elite is fine. Conservative values, like
he's a little bit too extreme.
He's like, if you took what America is now and summed up a lot of that attitude of, the thing of like how ideas about other people, like that whole aspect, that is what he kind of embodies, right? He's the true America, whereas Captain America is like the ideal America, right?
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, like
he's not very
that's about
likable.
it. He's definitely a ding dong.
Who's
Word of advice, guys. Stay out of my way.
So it's that, but Chris. This is gonna sound weird. Chris Evans, face with the half mask fills out the mask. This guy looks like the grandpa from Up, like with this like weird. From like his nose to his jaw are not proportional to the size of that. So his bottom mouth looks tiny.
But it's only when he puts the cap on.
Yeah. It's probably because I said he looks exactly like his dad. Like looks exactly like his dad.
Who's his dad?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Oh, he's a Russell. I didn't know that. Wait,
so you're not going to be able to not see it.
MCU family.
Yeah. Wait. He's Star-Lord's brother?
Yeah.
Sort of? In a different multiverse, he is Star-Lord's brother.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Wyatt Russell, son of Kurt Russell.
I didn't know that. I also didn't care enough to look it up, but that's interesting.
Yeah. Here's the other question I have, though.
Okay. You did get Battlestar.
You do have Battlestar coming in.
Who's that guy?
We'll go into that here in a second, but the whole, like, did he dye his hair blonde? Because when he's in the locker room and he has this thing of like, it looks like he had like the brown hair. Did he dye his hair
to look more like
Steve Rogers?
No.
I mean, I think they clearly were trying to pick somebody who looked like a budget Steve Rogers. So dollar store Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch and see, because I thought it had him with dark hair, like darker hair, and it showed up back as blonde, but I'll have to double check to be like, he made it look like more like Steve.
It's possible. So who's his sidekick guy? He's got a name, right?
Battlestar.
Battlestar Galactica.
That's
a weird name. It's like Battlestar.
I mean, it's hard to come up with a really cool superhero name. A lot of the good ones are taken, but that one's kind of lame.
He could have done better than that.
Is he who, like, we didn't see a whole lot of him. He's there, he's fighting alongside the new Cap. Does he have superpowers too, or what's his deal?
No, honestly, he's like so kind of related back to the Punisher. He's like, so he was a special like a originally ex-special forces agent. I said that, like, instead of the Punisher doing stuff for kind of good, he did it for like bad. Like I said, that's his comic book origin. He was what was his name? He had another name before Battlestar in the comics. I'm trying to remember what it was. But basically, he's like an anti-version of the Punisher. But like I said, instead of doing it for vengeance for good people, he just kind of like does it for bad people.
And so a lot of these guys were originally unpowered, and so we do get a mention of the power broker in the show, and so him and US Agent are some of the people that get their powers through the power broker, right? A lot of their super speed and agility, super strength, all that stuff. So there's a character in the MCU. It's been a couple of people over the time, but basically figured out a process to give people basically make super soldiers, and you can basically, if you pay enough money, right, to this group, or you have something they want, they'll trade you the ability for you to become a super soldier, and so they can make a super soldier. So that person is mentioned and is making a potential showing in this series. At least we have his name dropped a couple of times.
Cool. Ed says they were originally going to call him Bucky. True story. But there's already a Bucky. It's a Winter Soldier. So confusing.
That is weird.
So if I remember right, so there was the battalion that they were originally on were called the Buckies. It stood for, like I said, battle something. Like it was an acronym, but it basically spelled out Bucky.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, that's completely correct.
That's a long name.
He was a
It's kind
Bucky.
of a weird acronym too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I do love Bucky's, like the store, not.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. Yay, Bucky's.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited though, because if that's the case, then both of our new superheroes may end up becoming super soldiers at some point. So we actually might get legit versions of those characters. We also have the Flag Smashers.
Oh
Which-
yeah, I like those guys because they all wear masks, so I know that they're bad guys.
And they're all like super soldier-ish.
And they are all superheroes, and they have a so in the comics, the Flag Smasher is a character by the name of Carl Morgenthau. Morgenthau, and now we have Carly Morgenthau that leads a group called the Flag Smashers. And their deal in the comics was they're Latvian, right? So Doctor Doom, and their whole thing is they don't want, in the comics, he's anti having countries. He's like, there should be like borders. There are no borders. Like land is land and everything. So he tries to like destroy institutions to make it so there's no borders, there's no countries. It's just one people.
That's cool. I like how they kind of talked about that a little bit. And then the other part of their purpose was that they wanted things to go back, right, to how they were before the blip or during the blip. I don't know. Whatever.
It was after the blip, right?
After the blip, before everybody came back.
I think they want just the people who lived through the blip to be the only ones left.
Yeah.
Blip, but not post-blip.
The limbo time when there was no Spider-Man.
And they're saying, no. I still don't get their real point as to why they think that. Like, I get that they're saying it's handled wrong, right? But what do you want? Like, what do you want to happen? Well,
I don't think they're going to flush that one out very much. They're just like, we want things to go back how they were.
Yeah, but they don't really explain like what was so great about it. Like, because from everything we've seen, it's been pretty shitty. I get now they're like, when they talked about like, oh, all the people that came back get way more support than the people that didn't. Like, okay, yeah, that's like, you're mad at the administration, right? Like, but if I'm mad at like the U.S. government, I'm not gonna be like, let's kill half of the people in the United States. Like, the fuck? So it's. I want to know more about like, dude, flush that out. Like, there's got to be a better reason that you could think, like, or at least give me a more compelling reason. Like, what did they enjoy about having half of people gone?
Yeah. Well, isn't it likely that these guys are just a distraction? Because at the end of episode 2, Baron Zemo shows back up.
Yeah.
Well, it is mentioned.
Well, he's there. They show him. He's in jail.
Yeah.
They show him for a split second. Did you miss that part? Did you fast forward a little too early? He was there.
Well, I think they even call him Baron Zemo too.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely there.
Sam does,
instead of helmet Zemo.
I'm not sure. They said Zemo.
I think they just said Zemo.
I think they just said Zemo, yeah.
He just brings up Zemo.
Yeah.
I think he says, like, are you going to be okay being in, like, would you be okay being in a room with him by yourself?
Yeah. So I guess Bucky and Sam or somebody's going to visit him, which we find out he's in jail because he's sitting there. So that'll be cool. I'm guessing that's coming the next episode because I think I think at the end of Civil War, like you're not sure exactly what happens to him. He's sitting on the side of that mountain with Black Panther, and that's just a kid. So
well, yeah, because Black Panther stops him from shooting himself, right? So you assume that it's Black Panther, a superpowered individual versus him. Like, he got subdued.
But like he could have killed him. He could have got away. We didn't know where he was, but he's incarcerated, at least in some sense. But I think he's going to get out.
Oh, I think he's going to use. Here's what it is. I hope they don't do this, but here's a great prediction. How he gets out. He starts doing the nonsense words again, right, to unlock him. And he's like, that's and he'll be like, that won't work on me. Like I've been deprogrammed or whatever. And he's gonna be like, did they get them all? And it releases like another like thing of letters, like
list or something.
And it clicks him back in. He's like, oh yeah, like you've been programmed with so many other ones. Like, and then we get Jeremy's wish of him going on like a rampage again.
That's exactly
cool.
Season 2.
I do want to see him like just fully unleashed.
Yeah. Season 2 is going to be Falcon versus Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Winter Soldier's going to win.
Or Winter Soldier versus U.S. Agent.
Ooh.
That I think is going to happen. No, it's going to be U.S. Agent.
I feel like
they're button heads, but it's going to be him and Falcon are going to go at it.
Yeah,
I feel like it's already kind of laying the ground to like those two aren't going to get along. Bucky and this guy, because he's like, you're not Cap, man. Like,
well, and they threw in a lot of stuff. They threw in some hints with the police situation with Falcon about the whole like going at him until somebody tells him like, giving him shit, and they're like, hey, he's that guy's
okay, you're cool.
He's an Avenger, and he's like, oh my god, I am so sorry, like, dude, like that, like dropping the little hit of racism. So I think there's going to be some head with that he's going to turn out to be kind of a shitty person. I think they dropped a hint with that one that we're going to see more of that kind of storyline play out a little bit.
I mean, that's why they didn't let Sam be Captain America, right? That's why they happily took the shield back, and they're like, okay, cool. And then they turned around and be like, hey, white guy, here you go. You look like Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Kind of with half a face.
I think it's I don't know if they're gonna how much they're gonna go there, but like that definitely is like gonna be a subtle probably theme, which will be interesting to see how that plays out, right? Like, and then hopefully at maybe the end of this season they give the shield to Falcon.
I think at the end of this we're gonna get Falcon as Captain America.
Yeah,
we're gonna finally see him in the red, white, and blue Falcon suit with the shield flying.
Cool
which
suit,
I think there was some concept art leaked from our good friend Andy Park.
Oh yeah, that guy
that actually has, like I said, Falcon, like I said, in the red, white, and blue with the shield.
Nice.
It says
that like being an epic ending, and then that's him going into the next phase of the Marvel movies.
Yep. Yeah. So and Ed, that's where I'm kind of bringing up, like he says, back in the 70s, that whole police thing, kind of played out in the comics. So comics have actually been pretty progressive with a lot of that, like sharing those types of stories. So it doesn't surprise me that they're bringing some of that in now.
It's kind of relevant. I mean, I guess it always is, but right, it'll be good. It'll be good that they need Falcon to get the shield, man. Like I get that there needs to be some conflict ahead of time. Plus, it introduced U.S. Agent and that other guy, Battlestar. So it's right. It's expanding that universe, which is cool.
And then, I mean, and we still got. There's been quite a bit of action and a lot of lead up. Like these first two episodes, to me, were the first 45 minutes or so of a movie doing the setup. Right, you're setting up, you're establishing your bad guys. You have your aha with the bad guy. Right, you find out, oh, they're super soldiers. All of them are. Da 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 da. You have a couple of cool set pieces. Now we're going to start getting into like, I think it's a quick movement of them trying to like figure out, stop these people, probably have Zemo get out, and then figure out how to address the power broker and the corrupted, Battlestar and U.S. Agent. So I think you're going to have this. I think this Flag Smasher thing is going to end and stop real quick. And here's my other thing. Here's my guess. They're gonna show up. They're gonna figure out where the flag smashers are. Right? They're gonna show up, and that's how we're gonna get the introduction to super powered super soldier, U.S. agent, and Battlestar. They're already have gone in there and killed all the flag smashers. Right?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh my god, like who did this? And it's gonna be those two, and then they're gonna have the first kind of tussle, and to realize that they're super powered now.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
That's prediction.
Seems like, do you think there'll be any surprises, like any surprise cameos? Like
there is going to be a surprise cameo. I have a feeling, just because it's confirmed. It said that at one point in time they go to the island country of Madripoor. So Madripoor has a deep connection to the X-Men universe. Like I said, that's the only place that actually shows up. Yeah. So there was actually some sneak set photos of the Madripoorian flag. It's actually pulled directly from the X-Men comics. So I don't think we'll necessarily get X-Men. I hope the rumor is true. The rumor, the rumor that's been going around for a while is that at some point in time, Omega Red shows up.
Oh.
That would be cool. That'd be a good way to introduce the X-Men.
Yeah.
But I mean, but even Omega Red, who through the things would be a pretty good character to bring in, especially given kind of the situation. That would be pretty cool.
Well, and then like I said, that also brings into the experimentation. Like I said, that literally said the introduction of Omega Red can splinter off into some multiple different things, right? So it can splinter off to the introduction of adamantium. I said in the MCU, like I said, it could splinter off into the introduction of hey, if there's people changed or sort of that have some type of X gene, and it's just a matter of hey, all the people have been living underground or living subtle lives. Who knows, right? But so
however they want to explain the fact that they haven't been around for the last 10 years.
See, I really hope I don't. Again, I don't like that only because it's weird that all the mutants kind of would show up at the same time, just like that, right? You don't have this kind of growing mutant thing.
Yeah.
So I don't they could do it, but I don't want that to happen. But what I would like is hopefully Multiverse of Madness brings them in and you could just be like, hey, here are these people from this multiverse, and you can bring in whoever you want from that multiverse, right? You can grab other people to bring in. So you could bring specific X-Men into the fold without needing to establish they've been secretly here forever.
Yeah. No, well, see, as much as I want to do that, I literally think it goes back to something happened, like I said, when people were blipped out of existence, they come back, and that starts to develop, like I said, into the X-Men.
Or the snap, or somehow related to
related
Infinity
to,
War, and
somehow related to 50% of the population being gone. I said something happened to them. I said when they were gone, right? Because they weren't like I said they were out of existence, but they were on basically some type of different plane. So I think that they'll touch on those subjects. Like I said, one in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but also I think that's where Ant-Man and the Wasp and then the Quantumanium I said comes into play as well in regards to this kind of starts to tie things together. I said of how people start to get their X powers or their X gene powers, right? So I think that has something to do with it. Just because I said they can't just show up out of nowhere they think, oh yeah, we've been here all along, and like I said, we've been sitting on the sidelines. So
here's what we do. We have been kind of somewhat confirmed that we're going to get Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah.
Coming in because they own it now. So what if the Fantastic Four come out that they have had powers but just haven't been right because they don't actually go out and hero, right? But we have the Fantastic Four, and you have Nathan Richards there, and you find out that he's created the X-Men in a pocket universe and decides to bring it in. So you could use the most powerful mutant to actually bring mutants in to be hey, you know what? I've been playing with this universe of all these super these characters. They all got different powers. They're wacky and crazy. Watch. Burp. Here they are.
It's possible.
as crazy as it's not going to happen, but that'd be
No.
amazing.
Well, I want to know how
that's a legit way to do it, right?
if the Fantastic Four have been hiding, how is the Thing hiding?
He's got the trench coat and the hat. man.
God.
He's hanging out in Sedona, Arizona.
Yeah,
just
just hang on the rocks. He's doing the full Raphael, and nobody realizes that he's this big huge thing, right?
Yeah, if Raphael can do it, with the hat and the trench coat.
No,
man, he's just leaning against the rocks out in Sedona,
Yeah, no one knew he was a turtle.
right.
Nobody even knows he's there.
He's blending.
So yeah. I don't know. I just thought it'd be that way you can introduce if we have like the Eternals coming up and we talk about celestial beings and we have the one human that can basically match them on a power level, it would be cool to have. It's not going to happen, but there you go, Marvel. There's an easy way to do it, and you don't have to explain anything. Dude has been making just be like he's been responsible for all of our X-Men movies.
Sure. That's why they're so bad.
And that's where those exist because they were made in the mind of a child, and he can just bring them in.
And that's why they're so shitty.
Yeah. Now that would be funny.
Yeah. See,
Like,
right?
Even if they like cut in some scenes from them, you're like, oh yeah, all this stuff happened, and then somebody's like, this is dumb.
Yeah, and he's like,
that would be gold right there.
Right.
If somehow they could make fun of those by introducing them, I would tip my hat.
And they could be like, hey, these all existed, and I've had to reboot it a couple times because I didn't like the direction it was going. You could address the reboot.
Yeah.
So hey, just Nate, to make you feel better as well. I said, after our conversation last week, I think Justice League is better than all the X-Men movies.
Oh
wow.
I agree.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I agree. Go Justice League. Snyder cut. All
Snyder
the way.
cut Justice League is better than the X-Men.
Snyder cut Justice League is better than all the X-Men movies.
Joss Whedon Justice League is about on par with the X-Men movies.
No, it's on par with X-Men 3.
Yeah. I'd say that. The only X-Men movie I actually really enjoyed that was an X-Men, not like Logan or the Wolverine, right? The little spin-offs were good. Was First Class.
New Class?
Yeah.
First Class was actually pretty good. And I was like, oh, I'm excited for where this is going. They're starting some cool stuff. And then the turds after that.
You got Days of Future Past, which was cool. But then you got Apocalypse, which was weird. And then you got Dark Phoenix, which was even weirder. You're like, all right.
Yeah, Days of Future Past was good. But it was like cool, but it wasn't that good.
No.
Right? Like that's the thing, is like the concept was cool. I like the idea, but
they just changed too much of the story, I think, and that's what made it weird.
And literally, they could have used just real Sentinels. Like I said, just bust out some real Sentinels.
Why the liquid gel like T1000 Sentinels?
Because of Mystique.
Yeah, bust out some real Sentinels. Like I said, that's literally what anybody wanted.
We just want classic Sentinels. Like, stop fucking with it. Don't give me a tri-sentinel or something stupid like that.
Or one that's like,
sentinel.
This guy's got ice power, so I'm going to shoot him with fire.
Well, and you got the very hints of it. What in I said X2? I think when they were in the danger room. I said when you get when it was
the head
with the head of the
yeah, where Wolverine cuts one of their heads off, which was amazing for the time. But yeah, so like you could do it that way. I know it's not going to happen, but I do believe my Battlestar U.S. Agent prediction is going to come true. The movie.
They're going to wipe out all the Flag Smashers. So that's what they're literally going to kill them all, like brutally,
and then it's going to come in because he just got their powers right, and they want to test them out, and then that's how they're going to come to the head about having to, and they're going to be probably the real bad guys with the power broker being kind of the pulling the strings. So I'm excited for where this is going because they're setting up for something that I keep watching. I'm like, I know this is not going to pan out. Right? Like,
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. I got you, son. I see where you're going with this, and I like it.
You do.
Yeah. So there you go. Anybody have anything else they want to bring up about Falcon and Winter Soldier? Any thoughts?
No, but I think it's good. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I'm also going to enjoy watching Black Widow on Disney Plus or in the theaters come July.
Hell no.
I wanted to wait.
No, that's amazing. I know you don't agree, but that was amazing.
That's saying about the Premier Access. Hell no.
No, yeah, it's a Premier Access.
yeah,
I'm not
no,
paying
it's
extra.
I'm
I'm not paying extra for it. Like I said, if I'm going to pay extra for it, I will drive my happy ass to a theater.
Oh yeah.
I just need to wash myself with some soap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it today.
Just do it today. You know?
Soap with some soap today.
Yeah.
But that's what we were all
Soap
thinking
today.
too. But like we said, we went to lunch at the amazing Tumble 22. Shout out to their chicken sandwiches.
Wait,
Now I want
Barry?
one of these damn sandwiches.
We accurate right there. Nate, if when you come visit, we will
Yes.
totally go there. It is that good?
Some good Nashville hot chicken.
It's so good.
I feel proud for introducing
Yes.
everyone to the wonderfulness that is Tumble 22.
It is amazing.
Well,
Yes.
Texas chicken is always good chicken.
It's like Nate, you have no idea.
It's like
I want
spicy chicken with spicy dry rub, dipped in some sort of oil, and then hot sauce, and then like seasoned mayo on a sandwich.
Yeah.
It is
It's good. I almost went there
miles
today.
better. It is miles better than Chick-fil-A.
Just put it in my
I'll
mouth
put it that
already.
way.
Just put it in my
Yeah.
mouth already.
That's what she said. All right. On that note, Larry, do your thing.
Oh, that was fun. So yeah. I was gonna say. So we were talking about like that Black Widow, and then we realized we could just go to the movie theater and watch it if we want. So either way, we all get a chance to enjoy Black Widow. If you like Marvel movies like we do, you should follow us on Instagram. We're at STS Guys. We're also on Twitter. We're at STS Guys. And guess what? We're on Facebook at the STS Guys, and I'm Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Show him like a villain.
Ding 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 diggy ding ding. Ding 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 diggy ding ding.
I'm going to call it that Nate's thing froze. So I heard him, he said it, but I looked at him. I was like, wait, did Larry hit the button? And it just skipped it didn't do the ding, 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 dings.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm in Potatoville all night tonight. I don't know
That's
what it
all
is.
Your audio
It's
was
all
fine. Like I said, it just,
Yeah.
I heard the audio.
That's
and you were
good.
like,
At least
your
the
mouth
listeners
wasn't
won't be
open.
bothered.
Yeah, your mouth
You know.
wasn't open. So I was like, I don't know if Nate actually said that or Larry hit the button.
So before we talk about shumistore.com, shout out to Zeke, who won our Super Mega Soda giveaway. We announced the winner earlier today, and he confirmed his information. So his prizes will be going out this week. He got, just so everybody knows, it wasn't a daily entry. It was those tons of entries I gave out for subbing to either us or MJ Pop World on Twitch. So he came through with double subs to both channels. So congrats, Zeke. Get some
Congrats,
awesome
Zeke.
sodas.
Yeah, congrats.
Shout out to MJ Pop World for hooking us up with those prizes, and JT Customs. They're pretty awesome too. They got the original soda tops, so those are on his way. As long as some awesome JT Custom stickers, and that STS Guys sticker I showed you before too. You can have one of those too. Why not? If you want to spend some money on Funko Pops and not go to Australia, you should go to shumistore.com, located right here in the good old US of A. Go to Shumi Store, get some pops, get them inbox guarantee. USA, America. Support America.
Fuck yeah.
Support small businesses. Shumistore.com, enter code STS Guys, you're gonna save 10%. And another great American business, Animated Apparel Company. Go there, enter code STS Guys, you're gonna save 10%. Get yourself some awesome t-shirts, and you're gonna save 10%. Animated Apparel Company, just like Temple 22, it's the best.
It's
The best.
And then, if you like podcasts, we have a lot of friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Every time.
It's still funny. You check out some great podcasts like Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, the Tyler G Show, which isn't a thing anymore. That's why I haven't talked about it in a couple of weeks, but it's still on my list. But Tyler, he's a good guy. Batman Figs on Instagram. Should check out the Four Dorksmen. They're totally still a podcast. Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, The Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious, Movie Retakes, The Toy Rewind Podcast, 3 Beers,
and a mic.
The Totally Rad Movie Podcast. It's a little dead because we were supposed to do it last week, but I think we're doing it tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
we'll stand by for a time. Funny story about that. We were going to do it on Thursday. That's what she said. And I was like, yeah, Thursday works. And then I forgot that
Then your wife immediately said, no.
my wife said no.
No, you're not,
because she's
Scott.
like, you can't do that. Funny enough, we actually had already scheduled dinner with Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
So
Which
I'm like, oh, we can't do it. But then that got canceled. So I was like, oh shit, I could have done it.
Ah.
But I didn't.
no, don't say that.
It was what I would consider too late to be like, all right, guys, get your asses on. We're doing it again. So tomorrow we'll figure out a time. It'll get shot out on.
Yeah, we're watching Gremlins 2. I still haven't finished it, so it'll be up on audio, all those audio places later this week too. And I know you're probably excited for episode 3 of the Figure Booth podcast, featuring Nate and Josh. Prime to the First. That'll be dropping tomorrow as well.
Thank you, Larry.
No problem. That's all I got.
All right. So for episode 171 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I've been Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Get you on the flip side. Mm-hmm.